This is Tom from KWA. I'm the marketing director here, and here's my 5 more minutes. I owe Kev some favors. He threatened me a little bit. I'm kind of in a corner right now, so here I am. So let's get started. Siri, what's the question again?
Okay, Tom, here is a question. Is competitive airsoft more trouble than it's worth?
Is competitive airsoft more trouble than it's worth? It's a pretty interesting question in my opinion, and I think it depends. If you're a player, I would consider this. Why do you play airsoft? Because look, if you're planning to just have a good time and kick it with other airsofters, then yeah, it is more trouble than it's worth. When you go in competition, that means you're entering a situation where you're gonna either win or lose. There's usually something on the line. And like with anything else you compete in, the preparation of that can be pretty tedious. Not to mention, everyone else competing is probably on their nerves. Things might get more intense. People probably won't call their shots. There's a lot that goes into it. So if you play airsoft just for fun, then I would just keep it that way. A good example, I love cooking, but I would never compete in MasterChef. That sounds stressful. I wouldn't do that. I like to keep it fun. So if my whole purpose of playing airsoft is just to have fun, then you gotta keep it that way. And if you're playing airsoft because you're a competitor, you like that rush, that competitive edge, then you gotta bring your A game. Always. Just like with everything else, if you put your work in, results are going to be that much better. So I think if you want to compete in airsoft, you shouldn't disrespect the other competitors by slacking off. So is that more trouble than it's worth? I think if you're a competitor, the answer should be no, because the win at the end is going to be that much better. Now, if you're an organization and you're hosting airsoft competition, I would think about this, all right? I think airsoft competition has a lot of value towards growing our industry as a sport. Only with a great platform can you really create the next great player. Competitors need a platform that's watchable for them to grow and for you to build. But it's definitely difficult to do it right. And I would know, we did KWA Fight Night. If you haven't seen it, it's on YouTube, KWA Insider. It's tough. Getting the right calls is really challenging. Getting the right content is tough. It won't really work if the viewer can't track what's going on. As a viewer, I would need to know exactly how the game starts, how it progresses, and how it finishes, while still being entertained. So our experience with Fight Night taught us a lot, but the most important part of making it work is that the effort to make it work has to be there. As an industry, I hope to see more people try and push the envelope towards getting airsoft onto a bigger stage. I would hope that for most organizations that host competitive airsoft, you don't see it as trouble, but you completely could see its worth. Think about the long-term effects we could have as a sport. Think about the brands we could build and the competitions we could make with other industries, the connections, the networking, the stories we could tell. Let's give airsofters a way to look forward to both competitive airsoft and for fun. I think we owe it to them for keeping this industry alive. Even through a pandemic and product shortages, man, airsoft has just stayed alive, and it's all thanks to everyone involved and all the players out there who continue to support the local fields and their favorite brands. Man, we appreciate that so much. Every effort is worth our time. And I really hope Fight Night has been a small step towards that. It's been such an amazing experience doing that. We've been able to help some of the players grow their brand, so it just feels very rewarding that we were able to see a full season play out. We were able to witness Fight Night Gauntlet with CSL Airsoft. Shout out to you guys. Everyone has come together. Everyone's been making this whole community great. So shout out to everyone that's been competing. I really hope to see more of you guys. So yeah, that's my 5 minutes, Kev. I hope you know that you owe me, and I'll be waiting. So yeah, that's it. Thank you guys.